Gentlemen, welcome back to Call Me Old Fashioned, where we talk everything bourbon, whiskey, and of course old fashions. This ain't the real live stream. We're just kind of a little early, having a quick pour beforehand. We also wanted to hop on just the easy phone live just for a minute to have a quick little pour right before a little dinner, and then I'll be back on at around 8:35. So let's get all that pulled up, and we'll back out of this. And mute that one. There we go. I wish I could change it kind of like mid-live, you know? Can't change it. Don't know how that works. But either way, guys, I'm going to be drinking the Pipewood Lost Monarch just for the pre-pour, right? Get a little warm up. Let's put all that in the comments real quick. But yeah, everybody, we're going to be doing a live stream at 8:35 where we're going to do Redwood Empire Pipe Dream Cast Strength versus the Grizzly Beast. Right now we're just drinking a little Lost Monarch, a little warm up beforehand, but up until then, we're just going to have a quick pour. This ain't gonna be super long either. I figure we just kind of pop on, check out the phone setup for a minute, and it looks different from when I set up. I just realized that. Maybe it needs to be a hair back, but the other live's gonna be a little bit more set up like the traditional stuff. So, but yeah, this Lost Monarch, super good. I've been drinking it all week, so I can't really complain about it. So we got these two. Wanted to test out, figure out which one of these two are gonna be better because everybody's been recommending both of these to me. I put up a quick little poll earlier, and you guys could still technically vote on it, but I kind of vetoed myself. I figure we'll just go ahead and do both. The poll was, which one should we open up at tonight's live, Grizzly Beast or the Pipe Dream Cast Strength? And it was like neck and neck up until like just a minute ago. I guess that one little vote swayed it towards Pipe Dream, which is great. Grizzly was winning early on, so I made the thumbnail to kind of match with that, but that's hearsay now. But yeah, quite a few guys voted on that. So I figured we just kind of combine the two and just figure out which one's better because I have never been recommended more bottles than these two at this point. So, but the Pipe Dream's pretty good. I can't complain about it, you know. Let me go back to this one. We'll pop on the live. Not too shabby. I have so much stuff on this desk. I gotta figure out how to clear it off. Let's see what these are working with. Yes, babe, cheers. I know you're watching. And let's go to analytics, audience. What's crazy is that everybody kind of voted on Friday live streams when Friday is not the day you guys watch the most, but we're gonna go ahead and roll with that for the time being. The live stream we got going on, it's gonna be at 8:35. That's where we kind of have a little bit more production to it. And we're gonna figure out which one's better, the Redwood Empire Grizzly Beast versus Pipe Dream. So right now we're just drinking on a little Lost Monarch, have a quick little pour beforehand, warm up the palate, and kind of break into those two in about an hour. So yeah, what are you guys drinking on the night? A little old fashioned, maybe? I love a good old fashioned right now. Hopefully I have ice, because I'm gonna make one at the other live streams, figure out whichever one of these two are better. We're gonna test that in an old fashioned. I'm not gonna make like 2 old fashions on top of all those pours. I'll be trying to walk into the living room and I end up crawling the whole time. But yeah, this Redwood Empire, the Lost Monarch, after doing a little bit more research, apparently this is a blend of like their Pipe Dream and their rye whiskey, like blending those two together. I haven't had the rye yet, but I think it's going to be on the pickup list now. Maybe I'll try to find the cask strength of that one if this one is actually better. But yeah, we'll kind of test into all that later on. It's crazy that most bourbons or whiskeys that I like usually are coming from Tennessee, but these are from California. So normally if you review anything that's not like a Tennessee whiskey or Tennessee whiskey, I got Chris Stapleton on the head, Kentucky whiskey or Kentucky bourbon, most of the time people start losing their head and freaking out, like, that's not real whiskey. But yeah, California's pumping out some fucking bangers here. So I thought the cask strength was going to be a little bit more proof on it too. This is only 116.8 versus obviously the other one's bottled in bond, so it's just 100 proof. So not the Lost Monarch, the Grizzly Beast. But yeah, testing. I don't know if I'm a fan of the going live from the phone too much. I figured I'd give it one more whirl just because, but that setup that I had yesterday, or not yesterday, 2-3 days ago, where we had like the normal live stream setup going on the vertical view, I think that worked a lot better because I can have a little bit more control. Like if I want to do anything, I'd have to actually put my fingers all over the screen to do that. Where running it through Ecamm or something like that, I can have all the bells and whistles I normally do during a normal live where we can do multiple angles. I can pull up the facts and things like that, which we'll be doing later on around 8:35. So, but yeah, so let me know what you guys are drinking on tonight. It's obviously Friday. It's got to be 5 o'clock everywhere at this point, except for maybe California. It's 7? Yeah, it's like, we got 12 minutes till it's 5 o'clock in California. I think you can have a head start. But yeah. So I'm going to go make that other live stream public. That way you guys can go hit the bell, turn on the notifications for that so you can actually catch the real live stream. Where we kind of break down both bottles, the Grizzly Beast and the Pipe Dream cask strength, so you guys can figure out for yourselves which one are going to be better, which one fits your profile better. Obviously, this is bottled in bond, that's cask strength, so they're still up there in proof versus like this Lost Monarch is just like a 90 proofer. But for 90 proofer, it's one of my favorites at this point. I've been drinking the heck out of that one. So yeah, it's live on the channel. So you can go over there, click the notifications, turn it on, and around 8:35 Eastern time, we'll be live for the actual live stream. This is a little pre-live stream. We figured we'd jump in, just kind of have a quick pour with you guys. I already finished my pour, but we may double up here. But yeah, so if you guys are into this kind of stuff, if you're just kind of popping on, if you're new, feel free to subscribe to the channel. If you like bourbon, whiskey, stuff like that, old fashions, cocktails. We don't do too many cocktails too much because everybody kind of lost their mind over that Crown Royal video. But yeah, feel free to, if you like whiskey and bourbon and stuff like that, brown liquor in general, feel free to hop over the channel, come in the live stream. During a normal live stream, we have quite a few people that kind of pop in, try to build a little community around it. So that way you guys can figure out what's in your area, what's the prices, is it available? Because one thing that I've noticed when it comes to any kind of bottles, wherever you're at, they have their set price for that area, and you go to another state, it's completely different. So it's crazy. I saw somebody earlier say that they found this for $150, and I'm like, oh, that's a really good price. I'm like, that's nuts. I paid $70 for this one. I paid $70 for each one of them. So, and everybody's like, oh, they go for 150, 200 bucks. Some people say it's allocated when it's really not. So I don't know where that came from. So this was just sitting on the shelf at an ABC liquor in Jacksonville, Florida. So for the most part, if I can find it, I'm sure most people can, because I can't find crap most of the time. So, but yeah, let me know where you guys are watching from. Are you guys from Florida? I got a lot of viewers from like Buffalo and like Colorado, places like that. So I noticed there's not a lot of people from Florida that watches the stream. So yeah, that, and if you've had Redwood Empire for you, if you ever had that, let me know what your thoughts on it as well. So Anonymous says Wisconsin. It's been about a year now, actually. I was in Wisconsin about a year ago. I couldn't find anything in liquor stores up there, so I don't know where. I wouldn't even know where to look in Wisconsin. They also made my old fashioned crazy. I know for you, anybody in Wisconsin, you're like, no, that's normal. Somebody came up to me and they were like, do you want it sweet or sour? And I'm like, no, old fashioned. And they're like, yeah, sweet or sour. And I go, no, I want just give me like bourbon. Give me bourbon on the rocks if you can't figure out an old fashioned. And then apparently there's a way in Wisconsin they make their old fashions. It was pretty good, but it took them like a good 20, 30 minutes for our connections to connect, you know? Gone Gator says NWFL, Northwest Florida. So that's basically around the Jacksonville, Florida. That's where I'm at, so. It also looks like you might be a Gator fan, so maybe you're from the High Top channel. But yeah, everybody that's watching, I know you guys are just kind of popping in. Feel free to, you don't have to comment. You can just kind of hang out, have a drink with me. This is just the pre-live. We're going to go live at 8:35, where we're going to review the cast strength bourbon from Redwood Empire, the Pipe Dream, and then we're going to match it up with the Bottled and Bond Grizzly Beast Edition. We're going to figure out which one's better because they're the same price, just one's a little bit harder to find than the other one. And this one also has, like, everybody's saying this one's allocated where this one is not. I don't think either one is, but that's what the people say, you know. You got 100 proof versus 116. I like anywhere from like 120 to just 100 proof, but that's like that perfect range for me. So it's going to be kind of a hard comparison is from what I'm thinking. So, but you never know. One might blow it out of the water. Panama City, and yeah, I came from High Top's channel. Yes, sir. I keep trying to have him on, but he keeps running. I think he just wants me to make him a Shirley Temple. So next time you're in his comments, which will probably be later tonight, make sure tell him to stop running from the bourbon. I go to his house. I just recorded this house, so. But he's running from it. Let him know. I have a full video lined up for just him because it plays into his spacesuits, so I can't review the bottle without him at this point. It's already set up and ready to go. I have a little intro for him and everything. Just ducking. Maybe we try to get him on Sunday. But all right, guys. So I figure I'm gonna finish this little sip here. I'm gonna go get some food real quick, and then I'll be back at 8:35, and we'll kind of do the full normal widescreen live, and we'll kind of break down these two bourbons, figure out which one's better, and then we'll just kind of have a little hangout session and drink. So it's Friday, so. If you guys head over to the page, you can click the live stream tab, you can click the notifications. Make sure you guys get tuned in when the live goes live here in a few. Anonymous says trade water is good. Honestly, I've never heard of trade water. Let's look it up. Not reading that right. I don't know. I can't. It's not Googling. Are we just talking about water? I mean, I like water. Oh, I'm just retarded. Trade. Oh, there we go. What is it, small batch? Oh, like a little sour mash bourbon whiskey. They're sold out too, so I'll have to kind of keep my eyes out for it in the liquor stores. It's from Barton. I like a lot of things from Barton, other than that the 1792, just the small batch. I wasn't a big fan of that. I'm gonna try that a different day because my palate could have been weird that first time, but I was all supposed to pick up the full proof, and I didn't, so that could be why. But Barton makes a bunch of stuff, so I can't complain about them. So if I find it, I'll pick it up. Unless it's like $400, then we're talking two different languages. So, but yeah, so I'm gonna go ahead and hop off now, guys, so I can be back in about 30 minutes. But yeah, tune in for the live stream where we're gonna break down these two bottles, figure out which one's better, have a few old fashions, and then we can just sit there and drink all night. So appreciate you guys tuning in for this quick little pour. And yeah, I will see you guys on the other side. Peace. It's like, I hate the phone thing too, because now it's like when you hang up a FaceTime, you're like, all right, bye, and then you stare at each other for like 5 minutes. See you guys.